You are listening Day of the Droids podcast.
Extreme music since 2007.
皆さんこんにちは。Day of the Droids へようこそ。このポッドキャストは毎週月曜日の午後6時にお届けしています。今回は日本のスピードコアの世界を探求します。
Welcome back, Droids, to episode number 6 of Day of the Droids. We're diving into the world of Japanese speedcore today. Deep dive into a genre that's, well, infamous for its insane tempo.
Yes.
We're talking 200 beats per minute and beyond. And sound design that's pushing the limits of, well, what you could even call experimental.
Well, it's interesting because Japan's experimental music scene is not some isolated thing. You know, it's very much tied to the country's, technological leaps and bounds, and also its cultural landscape.
Right.
If you think back to the late 20th century, Japan was leading the tech boom, and this accessibility to new tools and technology, it empowered a generation of musicians, right? They weren't just listening to music anymore. Yep. They were creating it, experimenting with it, pushing it to its absolute limits.
It's like they were given a sonic playground and told, go wild.
Exactly. And boy, did they ever. That's how you get genres like noise music with pioneers like Merzbow and Masona. They're practically defining the genre with their walls of sound. They weren't afraid to challenge what music should be, you know?
Yeah.
And that spirit, that experimentation really set the stage for what would become Japanese speedcore.
Was it just Japan riffing on the European hardcore scene, or is there something more unique happening?
Well, Japanese speedcore was definitely influenced by European gabber and hardcore, and even digital hardcore.
Yeah.
But it quickly developed its own distinct flavor. It took those super fast tempos and mixed them with a uniquely Japanese approach, a blend of precision, technical mastery, and just this drive to push those sonic boundaries to their absolute limit.
So let's introduce some of the artists who shaped this sound.
Okay.
First off, we have DJ Sharpnel.
A legend.
Now, for those who aren't familiar, who is this artist and what sets them apart in the speedcore world?
Well, DJ Sharpnel, also known as Ryuta Nakagami,
Yeah.
is considered a true innovator, like a real game changer.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just crank up those BPMs, he brought a level of complexity to sound design that was unheard of at the time.
Right.
He was weaving these incredibly intricate sounds, taking them from anime, video games,
Oh, wow.
you know, all sorts of unexpected sources, and putting them right into his tracks.
It's like a sonic collage, pulling from all these different cultural references and fusing them into something completely new.
This is J-Core at its finest.
All right, let's hear it.
This is DJ Sharpnel with Lolit Speedcore.
今から失礼します。
So DJ Sharpnel is both a solo project and a collaboration.
Yeah, it's a bit complicated. It's primarily Jaya, whose real name is Ryuta Nakagami.
Okay.
But there's another artist, Lemmy, who has contributed.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's a hybrid.
And
It's a solo project with a strong collaborative element.
And they had a connection to the Doujin music scene too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Their debut album, SEX Sound of Extreme, was released exclusively at Comic-Hit,
Oh, wow.
Japan's largest comic market.
That's really cool. These underground scenes create such a strong sense of community.
They really do.
Speaking of artists who've cultivated a following, we have to talk about Meaty.
Oh yeah, me.
He's got that whole futuristic look with the bleached blonde hair and those cool glasses.
Exactly. Known for his striking visual style. But it's his music that really sets him apart.
Right.
He's got this signature track, Speedcore Dandy,
Okay.
which perfectly encapsulates his sound, raw, energetic, and just incredibly catchy.
And I've heard his live shows are legendary.
Oh, absolutely. He brings so much energy to the stage.
Oh.
And he incorporates a traditional Japanese folding fan into his performances.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm ready for some Speedcore Dandy.
All right.
Hit me with it. I can see why his shows are so wild. This is music that demands movement.
It is.
Like your body can't help but react.
What's interesting about Moody is that even though his music is intense, there's this sense of playfulness to it.
Yeah, I can hear that.
There's humor in there, a lightness that keeps it from feeling too overwhelming.
So not just aggression and sonic chaos.
No,
It's a balance.
it's a sense of fun.
Speaking of artists who mastered that balance, we got to talk about Akiradeath.
Are they as hardcore as they sound?
Oh, absolutely. They're a duo, Akira Kanzaki and Coakira.
Okay.
They're known for their aggressive sound and intense stage presence.
Wow.
They often appear on stage in black tactical gear, like they're ready to wage war with sound.
Oh, that's intense. It is. What's their music like?
Do they live up to the name?
Oh, they more than live up to it. Their music is a relentless barrage of high-tempo beats and distorted electronics.
It really does sound like war.
It makes you want to mosh pit, even if you're just listening on headphones.
Japanese speedcore artists really understand the power of visuals and performance,
They really do, and Akiradeath is a prime example.
so they add to the experience.
Yeah, they create this sense of danger and excitement.
I'm intrigued. Let's hear what they sound like.
Let's go with Akiradeath.
Okay.
A classic example of their sound, raw, aggressive, and absolutely electrifying.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Akira はすでに死んでいたのだ。どうだ、気が済んだか鉄
There's a real sense of urgency and aggression in their music,
You can feel it.
like they're channeling some primal energy.
Definitely music that grabs you by the throat.
Yeah.
Doesn't let go. Speaking of artists who embrace that raw intensity,
Okay.
we have to talk about RighNt.
Right. I've heard the name,
Yeah.
but fill me in. What makes them stand out?
Well, RighNt is a bit of a mystery.
Oh,
They prefer to let their music speak for itself. Not much information about them online.
interesting.
It's quite common in these niche Japanese music scenes.
So it's all about the music, not the persona.
Exactly.
I like that.
Their music is seriously intense, aggressive, fast-paced,
Yeah.
full of these distorted soundscapes that feel almost overwhelming.
So they're really pushing the boundaries.
Oh yeah, they push the limits of speedcore.
Each artist we've discussed takes it to another level.
They're constantly pushing the limits of what's possible, right? Is a great example.
Okay.
Their track Fallen is a perfect illustration of their sound.
So what should I be listening for?
Pay attention to how they build tension and release. It's like a sonic roller coaster.
Wow, relentless.
It is.
Incredible how they create such a chaotic sound while still maintaining structure and rhythm.
There's a method to the madness.
There is.
Speaking of artists who combine chaos and precision, we have to talk about RedOgre.
RedOgre. Now that's a name that demands attention.
He does.
Is there a story behind that name?
There is. It's a reference to the Aka Oni from Japanese folklore, a demon that symbolizes greed.
Oh, wow.
A fitting name, considering the intense, almost demonic energy of his music. And what's interesting is he's not just a force in the Japanese scene. He even did a remix for Rotterdam Terrorcore, a huge name in the European hardcore scene.
That's really cool.
He even signed with Speedcore Italia, an Italian booking agency.
That's amazing. This music that started in the underground has gained such a following.
It really has.
Okay, I'm ready to experience RedOgre.
Let's go with Lightning Cell Berserk.
Okay.
A classic example of his intense style and ability to create these massive walls of sound.
I can see why RedOgre is considered a legend in the scene. That was an absolute sonic onslaught. It's amazing how each of these artists brings their own unique flavor to Japanese speedcore.
So the Japanese speedcore scene, it's not just the music itself.
Right.
It's this whole cultural phenomenon.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these events.
All right, so there's one that's called the Day of Hardcore.
The Day of Hardcore.
Yeah.
That name sounds intense.
It is. It emerged in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And quickly gained a reputation as the place to be for hardcore and speedcore.
So all the biggest names in the scene, all under one roof.
Exactly. Playing sets that push the limits.
So we're talking like DJ Sharpnel, Meaty, Akiradeath.
All those artists, yep, all there, along with a whole bunch of other incredible acts.
Oh, wow.
It was a melting pot of different styles within hardcore and speedcore.
So it really helped solidify Japan's place as a leader in these genres.
It did. It was a true celebration of the scene.
The community coming together.
Yeah, to experience this music in its purest form.
It sounds amazing.
Unforgettable.
So it's still going on.
Well, like many underground events, the Day of Hardcore eventually went on hiatus.
Oh, no. So it just faded away.
Well, the events stopped, but the spirit lived on in the memories of the people who were there.
Okay.
But then in 2024, something amazing happened.
Don't tell me they brought it back.
They did. The Day of Hardcore was revived at Circus Tokyo.
Wow.
It was a massive success. Same energy, same sense of community.
That's incredible. A testament to the power of this music.
It is.
So the Day of Hardcore is back on the map. What other events are there?
Well, the Day of Hardcore is a great one, but for a more regular dose, check out the events hosted by Cortex and MIDI War in Tokyo. Known for their eclectic lineups, raw hardcore, gabber, even some speedcore.
Hold on. Back up a second. What exactly is gabber?
Oh yeah, gabber is a subgenre of hardcore techno, originated in the Netherlands in the early 90s.
Right.
Super fast tempos, 150 to 220 BPM, heavy, distorted bass drums.
So hardcore's even more intense cousin.
You could say that.
Okay.
It's gained a devoted following worldwide, including in Japan.
I can see the appeal.
Radical underground events, they often feature DJs like Kamikaze and Ricky.
Okay, so we've got The Day of Hardcore, Radical Underground Events. What else?
There's another one, a bit more unconventional. They're called Evil Spa Events.
Evil Spa Events. The name itself is intriguing.
Known for their eclectic mix of genres, noise, hardcore, breakcore, anything goes.
So what makes them so unique?
Well, for one, they're long durations, like 10-hour events, sometimes even longer.
Wow, that's dedication.
They're usually held at the Asia Club in Shibuya, a legendary venue.
I've heard of it.
And here's where it gets interesting. They offer unique culinary delights, including satanic curry.
Satanic curry. Now I have to know more.
Details are a mystery.
Oh, come on.
But it's safe to say Evil Spa events are not for the faint of heart.
I bet.
Pushing boundaries, embracing the unexpected.
Okay. Evil Spa events are officially on my bucket list. So what about the Japanese noise scene?
Oh, yeah. The Japanese noise scene is a force to be reckoned with. Merdsbo is key, but there are so many talented artists creating incredible music, very challenging, often ear-splitting.
Oh, I bet.
Definitely a topic for another deep dive.
I'm adding that to the list. But for now, let's bring it back to speedcore and hardcore.
Okay.
Music. You are listening Day of the Droids podcast.
Extreme music since 2007.
Behind every music scene are the labels that support it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Labels are the backbone.
Especially in niche genres, they provide a platform.
To help with distribution.
Yeah.
And often foster a sense of community.
So which labels have been instrumental in shaping Japanese speedcore?
Well, one of the key players is Psycho Filth Records, founded by DJ Mayoski.
Okay, Psycho Filth Records.
They've been a driving force in the speedcore and terrorcore scenes.
What about Mattis Chickendom? I've seen that name.
Mattis Chickendom has been incredibly important as well.
Okay.
Champion artists like Spineliar
Oh, cool.
help distribute their music internationally.
So they're like ambassadors for the genre.
Exactly. And then you have Fujimi Industry Records.
Daily industry.
They specialize in speedcore, terrorcore, and industrial noise.
So a darker sound.
Yeah, more intense.
Oh, no.
Released music from some really talented underground artists.
So, Psycho Filth, Mattis Chickendom, Fujimi Industry, any others?
Well, there's Murder Channel.
Murder Channel, okay.
They're not strictly speedcore,
Okay.
but they've been important in bridging the gap between breakcore, noise, and speedcore.
So they're not afraid to blur the lines.
No, they embrace the experimental spirit.
These scenes are all interconnected?
They feed off each other, artists experimenting, blending sounds.
That's really cool.
Another label, Otherman Records, a breakcore net label.
A net label.
Yeah, operates entirely online.
Interesting.
They've put hundreds of unknown bedroom producers on the map.
Wow, a gold mine. So many labels to explore.
It is a musical journey.
Psycho Filth, Mattis Chickendom, Fujimi Industry, Murder Channel, Otherman Records.
Yep.
Any others?
Super bad MIDI breaks.
Okay.
Hardcore, speedcore, breakcore, terror, the whole spectrum.
So much music to discover.
ね、次はどの？もちろん、Day of the Droids だよ。それ、やばい！
Any recommendations for our listeners?
If you're interested in the history, there's a book, History of Japanese Hardcore Techno,
Okay.
edited by Yuta Umegaya of Murder Channel.
Okay. History of Japanese hardcore techno.
Full of interviews, rare tracks, comprehensive look at the genre.
Gotcha.
It's only in Japanese, though.
Okay. Anything else?
Just start exploring online, artist websites, labeled discographies, fan forums.
I like that.
You'll be amazed at what you find.
Great advice. Well, it seems like we've reached the end of our journey through this exhilarating world of Japanese speedcore.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. We've talked history, key artists, the cultural connections, and all those different sounds.
It's a lot to take in, but that's just the starting point.
Exactly. This is just the beginning of your own exploration.
Keep those ears open, stay curious, and as always, stay loud.
シットみたいだな